Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome back once again to Coffee with HDR. Hey, good morning, Bob Nelson, NVA Rider, Rocky J, Harley Moon Rider, HDAV Traveler. Yeah, good morning, guys. Captain Ed, good morning to you from Connecticut. Heavy for along the shore. Yep, Mr. Captain Ed there. We did ride at some point in Connecticut, so very nice area. Yeah, good morning, everybody, and welcome back here to another Saturday. Good morning, Jackie Boy. Nice to have you on board. Dusty in the Wind, Harley 103. Getting a great crowd in here this morning once again for another fantastic hour of motorcycle power, right? That's what we're all here about. The bikes, the riders, the YouTubers, the viewers. It's all wrapped up into one great morning show here. So, and yep, I've been looking forward to this, and really all week long. I just couldn't wait to get back in touch with all you folks. So you're what makes all this possible. So good morning, Mr. G, 1965. We have a very few days left. Let me get the official count, Mr. G. Let's see here what the official count is. Let's see. Just trying to find my app here. I'm getting it up. Getting the app up here. Good morning, Henry. Look at this, guys. 5 more days until VAM 21. 5 more days. We will all be on the road. We will be taking over the beautiful town of Mr. G, 1965. We will be infiltrating in Tazewell, Virginia. 250, maybe 300 motorcycles cruising into town with those pipes revving, with those engines moving, with the sweat dripping out of our helmets. We will be cruising into town, revving our engines, and making our mark on Tazewell, Virginia. And Mr. G set it all up. Good morning, Guns and Rides. Nice to have you in there. So, good day, Upper. Nice day for a ride. Good morning, Toby. Nice to have you on board there. Yeah, see, Mr. G's ready. He's like, yep, we're ready. And we already said, Mr. G, if it's raining at all, I've been talking to a bunch of people already. We're coming to your house. So tell your wife to be ready. Have a big food spread probably in your kitchen. And we'll be chilling out in Mr. G's shed and hanging out, listening to some bluegrass music from those great musicians you had on the other day. So it's going to be a great time. I mean, rain, sunshine, sleet, whatever, right? It's going to be a good time. Wish I could join and ride and rally. Harley 103, we're definitely come out. I don't know where you're from there, but good morning, Bodine 52. You made it on board there this morning. I tell you, so we were talking, and Bodine always asked me the day before. We were talking yesterday a little bit, and he said, what's going to be your topic tomorrow? Good morning, Joe. Yeah, preferably rain-free. We hope so. The weather here, leaving here, it looks marginal, but at best. But you know what? We got rain gear, and we got windshield wipers on our helmets. And well, that's not true, but that would be pretty cool, huh? Keep that rain off the helmet. Good morning, Zedhead Moto Vlogs. Good morning to you, Tennessee Wingman. Good morning. Let's see who else is in there. So anyway, he called me yesterday and we were chit-chatting a little bit. Well, texting, same thing, right? And he said, what's your topics for today? And I said, well, you know, this show is kind of ran by you guys and girls. Judy, James Turner, good morning to you. And it's kind of dictated by what the chat room wants to hear about. But what we're going to talk about, since I am leaving here right after the show with my buddy Henry, we're going to pick up my 12-inch dragster handlebars. So, you know, they'll be nice, and see where my camera is here. Nice and up, you know, about shoulder height, not up over the fairing, you know. Henry said get 18-inch apes, and I said, no, man, I don't want my hands to be like way up here above the bike, so I don't think I can control it. Good morning, Chad. Dusty in the Wind. Good morning. Have Moto. Chad was nice enough there. He called the other day, and I said, hey, the bars are coming in. He said, I'll come down Sunday and we'll put them on. But We actually decided, myself and Mrs. HDR talked about it. We said, look, we're going to wait until after vacation. I think the different size bars are going to change the handling of the motorcycle. And I don't want to take that chance of driving with her. We're planning probably almost a 3,500 mile trip. Um, we're leaving first of all to meet the Fireside Chat boys, and all of our wives are getting together, and that's going to be a week. And then we leave them. We'll be back on the road for a week and a half. So we'll be doing about 3,500 miles. And I don't want to take that chance of dumping a bike with her on it, or, wrecking around a bend, because I don't know how to control it. So we decided the best thing is, good morning, Payne's Rides. The best thing is July 17th. We're going to put the bars on July 17th. So hopefully if Chad is available and he comes up, we're going to do the bars on a Saturday. So that way, if anything goes wrong, we have a whole weekend to spend together, and we'll get those bars up and running there. So Zedhead said, good morning. What are your thoughts on what? What are your thoughts on synthetic fuel? UK motorcycle magazines are saying they could technically make motorcycles carbon neutral. The thing here about Pennsylvania is, the thing about Pennsylvania is that they don't emission control motorcycles. We do our cars, but not our motorcycles. So I don't think I'd run synthetic fuel in my motorcycle. Let's see here. Bob says, you'll find handling is better, HDR, but you understand it. Yeah, anything that's going to change the way that bike rides. I don't want to take Mrs. HDR on a motorcycle that, I don't know how it handles, or and I'm sure it'll be a lot better, but then I'll come back and I'll take the bike, for a week and get a good ride on and get a run, in that week, maybe do another 1,000 miles around town and get used to, slow speed maneuvers. And because Bob said it right, he said it's going to be like riding a new bike. So I don't have to worry about thinking of putting 14-inch bars on my Road Glide, NVA Rider, 14-inch bars. Just be careful. We looked at it, and I think 14s you can do. I'm not really sure, but I know 12-inch. I was worried about having enough cabling, and I was told that you can go 12 inches with no trouble at all. So check with your local dealers and don't check on Facebook. You can look on Facebook on some of the groups and do a search on Facebook. But please don't get on these Facebook groups like, what size bars can my bike ride? The one guy in there one day put on there, what kind of oil should I put in my motorcycle? And I don't know Hondas, Suzuki's, Kawasaki's, but some guy put on there one of the comments was, you should put the slippery kind in, but not cooking oil. So that was probably a good comment, so hopefully the guy took that with stride. But yeah, we all seen that. Bodine actually stepped over to the Road Glide family. He called me the day that he picked it up, and he said, hey, I got a shark. And I was like, what the hell did you buy? Where are you going to put a shark at? I said, you don't even have a swimming pool. I said, Bob, why did you buy a shark? That is ridiculous. Oh, no. I bought a bike like yours. I said, oh, you bought a Road Glide. Oh, okay. Now, I calmed down after that, because I don't call my bike anything but what it is. It's a Road Glide. HD does not have cable extensions for 2021s. Yeah, remember that. And I think that guy, what's his name? Survey Monkey, Monkey the mechanic. We had him on the show one day. He bought a 2021 CVO, and he cannot get cables because they're not making them yet. So I just wanted to throw that out there to you. So watch and see. There was another company. Somebody said they went to Fat Bars. Check on YouTube. There was another company that's making extension cables for the 2021s, but Harley is not making them yet, so you can't actually get those. So anyway, but yeah, check that channel out too. Let's see here. Jackie Boy says we lost Bodine to the dark side. I believe cables need change with 14s. Yeah, I think you're right, Jerry. I think if you go 14s, you have to. 12-inch bars, you'll get away with it. So, Besides that, I don't have to really worry about mine because my bike, you guys know, is an older bike. I like to call it my antique. It is an 18. So, and Mrs. HR said, man, all these people are buying new bikes. Why don't you go look? And I was like, she tempted me, man. She's like, let's go look because she wants a new color anyway. You guys know that. And, but what I am doing is paying this one off and I am buying another new bike. And I'm not going to tell you what that bike is yet, but, just to tell you guys, I have a video coming out tomorrow. It's, may be very enlightening for everybody. So you might want to watch that video tomorrow that's coming out. So, give you a little bit of insight. According to the dealer, you can't get cables until the fall. Yeah, so stick with 12-inch bars if you have a 21. If you have an 18, 19, or 20, definitely 18 or 19, you can get cables for those. So, but maybe not the 21s. So, because guys, remember the 21s came out and Harley Davidson had a case of the numb nuts, I call it, or idiots. They took away the hydraulic clutch and they put a cable on it. So I'm hoping next year they bring the hydraulic clutch back, but we shall see. I mean, but I do love my hydraulic clutch, guys. That's the best clutch ever made. Are you going to use Harley? This is pretty good. You guys must have watched my video on my GPS almost got me killed. That was a very enlightening video. Are you going to use the Harley GPS to get to VAM 21? Just asking because of your last video. That's a good question, man. Thank you so much for that question. And normally myself and Mrs. HDR, we do use the Harley GPS a lot, but that was not a scenic route. So, but yeah, that was a good question. I appreciated that one. I know starting with Rushmore bikes up until I think 2018 OEM cables will work with bars up to 14-inch. All right, there you go. So up to, I think 18s, right? Up to 18, they will work with 14-inch bars. Now, there's a little clip underneath your gauge cluster. You have to release that clip, and then you release the connections inside the clip, and it will give you more slack if you're using a 14-inch bar. I've been watching a couple, maybe 500 YouTube videos on this, so I'm probably like some kind of an expert. No, but that's just what they said. Cut the clip out and you'll be just fine. So, Orvis 128. This is a great guy. If you don't know Orvis, he's a great medical profession, and he works up around Hershey, Pennsylvania. You're smart to pay it off. I don't like having payments. My work's been paid off for a long time. It's very nice too. Just this past week, we paid off one of our cars, so that's a bonus. But don't worry, Orvis. As soon as I get the bike paid off, I'll be back into payments for the next brand new bike I'm buying. So, we got that coming up. One reason you never name your vehicles, Payne's Rods. I don't name my vehicles either because if they break down, whatever, like your kids, you give them names. But if they get injured, you take them to the doctors, you get them fixed up, Normally your kids don't get totaled, so you're not going to really miss them, But if you name something like a car or a motorcycle or a truck and you wreck it and you destroy it and you don't have it's like losing a family member. So, Bodine said the new GPS is better. I looked at putting the new GPS on my bike. It's only $1,800, so it's $1,800 to put the new system on my bike. But you know what? My phone does a lot better job. I mean, I have Waze, I have Apple Maps, which sucks ass, and I have Google Maps. Google Maps and Waze are very, very good. So the GPS on the motorcycle, the main reason we bought the motorcycle when we bought it was to have a GPS, but all the Harley GPSs suck. They're all horribly bad. So, they're going to get you where you're going eventually, but give yourself some time. Let's see here. Glad you've been watching because you're putting them on. I'm just saying, hey, no, Chad. See, you got that all wrong, Chad. I told you. I will buy you. Chad requested 2 bottles of water. I'm going to buy him 2 bottles of water, and I'm going to watch him put them on. No, and I don't mind wrenching on the bike, Chad. I would appreciate if you did teach me and take our time and do it properly. So I don't mind that at all. Anyway, I'm trying to see Orvis. Matter of fact, welcome, buddy. Welcome into the channel. I'm sure we're going to be seeing you at VAM. I already heard. That's great news. No names because I don't form natural attachments to inanimate objects. Did any of you guys ever see that commercial on TV with that lamp? You know, the lady takes the lamp off, you know, by the window, and it's broken. So she puts it out by the curb. She puts the new lamp up there, but she leaves the shade up so the old lamp can see it. And the old lamp's just sitting there and it bows its little, you know, it's a little aluminum head. So it might not be as inanimate as you think. Have you ever watched Toy Story? Huh? Think about that. Think about that. So your kids don't get total, says Harley Day Rider. I named my kids Timex 1 and Timex 2 because they keep on ticking. That's good. Sometimes you might want to name your kids Bank 1 and Bank 2 because they keep on looking for withdrawals from your checkbook. I'm just saying. So, road glides do not like the idea that you can't close the vents on this. Yeah, the new road glides, they got rid of all the vents. That's another reason I told Miss HR. I think they'll bring that back next year. And Harley's actually working right now on an electric windshield. They're close. If you ride the Pan America, they have the manual windshield down pat. So they're close to it. Now they got to do is get the electric motor working in it. So I think they're going to be putting electric windshields on all the touring bikes. If not next year, it'll be on 23 models. So Bob right now, Bodine's in that same place that Be the Rider PA is. They buy a brand new bike every 3 years. That's just what they do. So Bob went to get tires and came home with a new motorcycle. That's awesome. You know, that's awesome. But and he didn't tell his wife. So that's even more awesome. If I did that, that would be bad. Bad. But anyway, good to go. I'm glad. And actually, I'll tell you guys, Chad in the chat room that's going to help me with my bars, he just bought a brand new bike yesterday. He sent me a picture and said, you got to buy one of these 2021s. He said, they are awesome. You know, I'm just not in the market. My 18, I got 17,000 miles on it. By the end of this year, it should make it to 20,000 miles because we got some big trips coming up. And honestly, in Pennsylvania, guys, you know, you guys all live in cold states. We ride 4, maybe 5 months a year, and that's it. I do take out in the winter, but not a lot, you know, so you have to play all that into it. But I do like the new bikes. I think they're awesome. I think that 114 engine really cranks out the power. You know, I would like to see what would happen if you do a stage 2 on it, probably be even faster, but they are really super cool. I would like to buy a new bike, but I think I need a new car first. See, Orvis, you have to have priorities, buddy, right? That's very, very smart of you. Yeah, no, I love your Sportster, man. You got it all fixed up. You got new bars on it. I've seen you got some upgrades on it. Maybe, you know, it's funny that also, you know, I do have a lot invested on this bike because I got, you know, custom dynamic lightings. Anybody see that latest video? I just put a tail light on the bike. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, Doug. If you watch videos from watch the videos from Road Glide Andy. He has a 2019. He just ran it up. He's got like 35,000 miles on a 2019. I told him he rides too much. He took it in because it was wobbling. They had to replace all the wheel bearings. So his is a 2019. So 30,000 miles. Get your wheel bearings checked. They're not holding up like they should be. Your Victory has 70,000 miles, Pans Rods. Man, congratulations. That's an awesome bike. Let's see here. Tennessee Wingman. Wow, all the new bikes riding around. I feel bad. Mine's a 2012 with 54,000 miles on it. Really on a Gold Wing. It's just getting broken in. Think I will keep it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely keep it. I was looking at Gold Wings. There's a guy that I watch on YouTube. The heck's his name? I can't remember. He's in Florida. He's a bartender, but he buys these old gold wings. And I was looking on YouTube, on Facebook Marketplace, and I found a 1989 gold wing for like $1,200. And then he rides these bikes across the country, man. It's awesome. Just to be able to do something like that would be so much fun. My luck, I'd get halfway down my street and it would be done. So I live vicariously through HDR and Mr. Bodine 52. There you go, Warvis. There you are, buddy. Let's see. Oh, wow. Bob said they had to replace his bearings at 6,000 miles. 6,000 miles. Do you guys ever wonder if Harley goes to like the junkyards to buy their motorcycle parts? Do you wonder? I don't know. They use some cheap materials, man. Harley 103 says, I have 17,000 miles on my 2015 and it's staying with me for many, many years. That is some good mileage, especially if you bought that bike new and you only have 17,000 miles on it. That's good. We can get that discussion all day long, guys. And maybe since you're bringing it up, I think I'm going to get into that discussion. We were going to talk a bit about comfort, but let's do this. So I don't quite understand, and I've done it. I fell into that trap. Mrs. HDR pulled me from that fiery pit of hell. Here's the fiery pit of hell, and I just seen it happen with Be the Rider PA. You buy a motorcycle, okay? Now, if you're going to keep it, ride the heck out of it, fine, whatever. Keep it updated, keep the maintenance up. He had a 2018 Road Glide Special because he bought it the same year I bought mine, right? He bought that motorcycle. He went to trade it in on his new 2021 Road Glide Limited, okay? And they told him, this is just hilarious, that he would get more money for it, but it does have a lot of miles on it. But here's the kicker, and I have patches downstairs to prove it. I have my, what was the last patch I got? 80,000 miles on a Harley Davidson. Now, that could be on, you can add those up, right? So it doesn't have to be on one motorcycle. You can add those over time. But they send you these patches from Harley. It says like it's a mile challenge or something. And if you get oil changes done at the dealership, they send your mileage into Harley and they automatically send you these patches out. They want you to put miles on these motorcycles. You want to put miles on these it's a badge of honor. How many miles did you ride this year? Well, man, I rode my motorcycle like 38,000 miles this summer, man. Yeah, I was all over the place. You take it to trade in, you know what they're going to say is that $38,000, dude, it just cost you 10 grand because they're going to give you 10 grand less for your motorcycle. So, and somebody once told me like, well, you can't leave it in the garage and not ride it. I'm just saying, ride it responsibly. You don't have to get the miles badge of honor. I mean, I want my bike to last. Like I said, it may be the last, maybe. Bob said that too. It's not the last bike I'll ever buy, but you want to try to make it last as long as possible. So just saying that try not to run the miles up on them too much because there's going to be a lot of maintenance issues. And not only that, tires are expensive, man. 2 tires on my bike, $700. 2 tires. So I'm just saying. See, and Bodine said, talking the truth. I mean, so I don't know. I know it's a badge of honor. I know you guys try. That was one big thing with Road Glide Andy. He would, every time I'd see him, he would hit my trip meter on my odometer and look at my miles. He goes, I almost beat you. I almost beat you. And his bike's a year newer. He's like, I almost beat you. I said, I hope you do, buddy. I hope you beat the hell out of me in mileage because you're the one buying the tires and the oil changes, not I. So, and we don't do that in our cars. Like I've never went down and told Miss HR, hey, let's take the car out today. I think we can go out and drive, 3,000 miles just for the hell of it. Come on. We've never done that. The idea with cars, you guys know, you want to keep your mileage down on your car because when you trade it and we get a new car every 3 years, we want to make sure the mileage is not super high. We usually trade them in with about 60,000 miles every 3 years, sometimes 50. So, and that's even high on a car. 20,000 miles a year is really, really high. So I just want to get that out there. I don't know what you guys think about mileage. If you get out there and hit the road, you want to put on 100,000 miles a year, that's a great thing. Yeah, here's one here. Let's see. This is an example. I bought a 2015 Street Glide Special with 1,000 miles on it, and the original buyer took a big hit. Yeah, well, I can tell you, the original buyer, when you buy a brand new motorcycle, and it's like a car, and I'm sure Bob Nelson, he's a car guy, he can tell you. When we drove that brand new Honda CRV off the lot, we probably lost $15,000 on it, just like that, because now it's a used car. So gone, 15 grand as soon as you drive it off the lot. Hell, that's not even the first year's worth of payments. So I'm just saying. But what are your feelings? Do you guys ride like that? Do you guys like, hey, I got to put 40,000 miles on the bike this summer? Wow. Good. And good morning, Sonics. I missed you in there. Good morning, Harley girl. Trying to catch back up in my chat room here a little bit. Let's see. I put 150,000 miles in 7 years on a Honda VFR 1200 DCT and basically gave the bike away. I enjoyed the miles that I rode and I have no regrets. Well, that's perfect. That's exactly it. If you enjoyed the miles, then you're right. Let's see what this one says. I'm trying to stop you so I can read them. Dang, $700 for 2 tires. I am shocked. I can buy Goldwing tires for $300 online and pay about $150 labor to put them both on. To put them both at the shop, but I have to take the tires off and I don't do that. I don't take my tires off. I wouldn't even know which way the bolt turned. So I'm not a mechanic. I put lights on. I love electricity, and I change my own oil. So yeah, $700 here in PA at any of our dealers is pretty cheap to get 2 tires, the front and the rear, installed, balanced, and all that jazz. So $700 is really, really a good price. I am considering to mileage. I just where I want and when I want. Yeah, and I think that's it. Like when we go on trips, we just go wherever we want to. Jackie boy, I love this thing. She's not the boss. I am. Wait, she's not in here, is she? Oh, never mind. That's a truly married man there. Truly married man. Texting your comments to your wife, Jackie boy. That's funny. Oh, I see. Doug. So Doug traded his bike to reduce his monthly payments, and that's always a good thing too. If you want to trade something in, let's try and catch up on some of the comments here. Podine must be getting a new truck now. That's no, he just got a new truck. What was it, Bob? Last year. So next year will be a new truck time. I'm looking at, and I don't know what you think, but I'm looking at the new Ford F-150 electric truck. I told Miss HR, I said, I want to buy that truck. It's $30,000. Where do you find a F-150 crew cab pickup truck for $30,000? And what's happening is the government is subsidizing Ford to build it. And I hate Ford. I think Ford's the worst motor company in the entire world. We can go into that another day, but $30,000 for a crew cab F-150 truck, full electric, no motor. And I told her, I said, I got to have one of those. So one day that might be my driveway. I'll do a video on it if I buy one. Let's see. Toby's one of the originators with Mr. G 1965 of VAM 2021, as well as the Great World America largest poker run that is coming up very, very soon. I get a kick out of the maintenance cost criticism. There are so many variations to maintenance cost: dealer location, owner taking tires off first, types of tires, etc. That is very true. And there's also a lot of misconceptions about a true maintenance. If you take your bike in for 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, and I don't have it here, but get the manual out. guys, they don't just change your oil for that. That's not just what they're doing. People are like, I paid $450 to get my oil changed. No, they go over every nut, bolt, clip, clap, turn signal, electrical connections. They go over every battery connection. They go all through your gauges. They even go to as far as to make sure your speedometers are calibrated properly. So there's a lot that goes in there. Your bike is on the rack for at least, the dealer told me, 4 hours that they're doing all of these checks like that. So yeah, are you paying $400? Yeah. Are they doing a lot? Absolutely. I do have a video that's going to be coming out where I'm doing the service myself. I have the service manual, and a lot of it is like, make sure the engine mount bolts are tight. So you put a wrench on, make sure they don't just spin open. If they do, then you get your you get your torque wrench. You make sure it's torqued down. Oil the kickstand. That's part of the service. Make sure your belt is adjusted. I don't know how to adjust a belt, but I talked to Be the Rider PA, and he said, whenever you get your tires changed, they adjust the belt. The belt only has to be adjusted every 20,000 miles, so you're always safe that your belt's properly adjusted. So that's a good thought to keep in the back of your head. So anyway, Toby say he thought it was starting at 39. No, I heard on the radio they were base pricing it at 30,000. So now that's just what I heard. I don't know that to be true. I didn't talk to any of the Ford dealers yet. Yeah, Chuck. So you live far away, and that's something to think about when you buy electric vehicles. Yeah, you're right. I got to worry about the range. I live 24 miles from where I work, and I can plug it in at work. I think the battery's going to be charged up enough where if I ride to work 24 miles and come home 24 miles, the furthest lumber store here, which lumber, I just watched a video on it this morning, lumber will cost you as much as the damn truck does right now. So hence that's why my walls in my garage are not getting completed, because 2x4s are here in Pennsylvania right now. They're $12 for a 2x4x8, and I need 210 of them. So might be a little while before that garage gets done. But Orvis says, I do 90% of my maintenance work, and this is awesome. Who is not a wrench to own that type? YouTube and trial and error has taught me a ton. Yeah, same here, Orvis. I went out, like I said, I bought all the tools I need to change my own fluids. I mean, it's not hard. Just take your time, and that is why now I own a torque wrench. Let's see here. I get every service done at AT. They need to make a living also. Yeah, Bob, they need to make a living, but come on, they don't need to make a killing. There's nobody in this world worth $125 an hour labor. That's because what happens at these shops is they're paying that poor tech in the back $25 an hour, and the damn dealer is taking $100 an hour. And that's just ridiculous. These guys that own Harley Davidson dealers, dude, go look at their houses, look at their yachts, look at their cars and their trucks. And oh my God, they're living like, Donald Trump. Holy shit. But I'm just saying, don't get me on a roll. They make way too much money. The dealer that I went to that closed charged $75 an hour. The dealer told me one time he gets half and his tech gets the other half. Is how they did it for decades. Harley called him and said, you can't do that because none of the other dealers are getting any work. He said, well, tell them to lower their prices. And yeah, so do they need to live? Yes. Do they need to rape and pillage the poor Harley owners? No, they don't. So, and Bob, I can't believe you take your bike, Bob Nelson, to the shop. I know what you do for a living. Find one of your guys at your shop and get it done there. It will be it's not even about money. It's just common sense. So just saying. I'm just trying to put it out there to you guys. Bob Nelson, love you, buddy. You know that. But yeah, so. And you'll have guys around here too that I go to Harley and I buy my oil because I believe I should put Harley Davidson motor oil in my bike. And somebody called me when I said, that's made by Penn's Oil Company or Zeon Oil, or I don't give a crap. It says HD on it. So I know my warranty is in check. I'm using their oil. So I do give them money. Yeah, flat rate on cars there's $120 an hour. Yeah, see, and I don't know. Our cars, we try to keep all of our vehicles under warranties, so we don't have to worry about those big prices of getting something fixed. But all right, Harley girl, have a great day riding out there. Be careful, and what they always say, I don't know. I don't like the sayings they say, so forget it. But have a good day. Take care. Will there all be more cost to an employee? What? I don't understand this one. Well, there are more costs to an employee, HDR. Yeah, I know. People say that too, Bob, and Mary says that all the time. Miss HDR says her work goes, we're paying you, I don't know what they'll tell her, like, we're paying you, $68,000 a year. And she's like, I don't see it in my paycheck. Well, they got to take this out. They got to take that out. I get it. I know. I used to have employees, actually. When we had our internet business, we had 4 employees. We had to pay their medical. We paid their compensation insurances. We had to pay accident insurance for them and all this stuff. So, yeah, I get it. There is more to that. But I'm just saying the owner usually doesn't know how to work on a motorcycle. You need that tech, right? So, let's see here. Just going through some of this. Yeah, Bob says, so flat rates are $120. Let's see what Toby's saying here. I have no issues with doing my own maintenance. My issue is time. I'm not complaining, just saying. I'll have more free time with and here's what I say, Toby, and I know you ride a lot, buddy, and I think you're a great guy. And people say it. Road Glide Andy always said that. There's no time to wash my bike because I'm riding it. Take a day off from riding and do your maintenance. Think of it this way. When you take your bike to the Harley dealer, do they just pull it? It's like, wait. There you go, buddy. Like a drive-through. Like I take my car to Valvoline to get the oil change, 10-minute oil change, because that's all I got in life, right? If you got time to take your bike to the Harley dealer and drop it off and not ride it, you got time to do your own oil changes. So I never like to hear people say that, where they don't have time, but maybe you don't. I don't know. So you should have some time to be able to get your bike done. There you go. So see, now you destroy it yourself. I show you how to screw it up and take it to the dealer and get it fixed. Yeah, so I like that. Time is a commodity that you'll never get back. And like when I put those lights on the other day on the bike and I was doing the tail light, if you noticed me, what I said on the video was, well, it's raining outside today. I can't ride. So that's a great time to do some shop stuff, get your oil changed, check your lights, oil your kickstand, all that little stuff. Do it when it's raining outside. You can't ride. So I'm just saying. What if you are charging? I got to try to see this one now. What if you're charging them at home or work? Our town doesn't have an infrastructure lot of chargers. Oh, yeah, we're back on the electric vehicle thing. And, yeah, it's not a big deal for sure. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely charge it. And I think it'll hold a charge pretty well. I look at electric vehicles here and there. They're going to get smart and start putting solar panels on the roof. And you're going to be able to go a lot longer distances. And it'll just charge as you're driving. So just my thought. When it's raining, drink a beer. Ed's Biker Stuff, good morning and welcome Viper 6 also to the channel and to the show here this morning. And yeah, Toby, I'm not saying anything against you, brother. I mean, we're friends. We've talked a lot. Hell, you've been on the fireside chat with the boys, right? So we're good. But yeah, time is a commodity that I know when we raised our kids too, man, we were everywhere, right? We had baseball. I coached softball. We went. Basketball, we went. Musicals, I worked and went and took my kids to practice. Track practice, we went. We didn't coach that. Softball, like I said, we went. Baseball for my son, I coached. So you're right. When our kids were growing up, we had no time for anything. Most days our dinners were, and you guys know this, if you have young kids, most days our dinners were either a hot dog or a piece of pizza at the concession stand, if they had that. Sometimes they wouldn't have anything at the concession stand, especially like track. It's like, so you'd have to stop along the way and grab a burger at McDonald's and shove it in your mouth as you're going. That was your dinner. So I get it. I really do get it. And I'm not coming down on anybody. And you try to multitask. Right now, I'm watching and listening to you and working on a late college paper and downloading videos from the GoPro. And Toby, that's great. A lot of you guys know that I am also back in college at the age of 57 years old. And I was really happy when the semester was over. And they were like, are you going to take a couple classes this summer? And I said, are you absolutely insane? That's not going to happen. Next summer I will be. I got to take classes next summer. I don't really have a choice, I guess. Everybody has a choice. I don't have to do them. I could do them the summer after that one, but eventually during the summer, I got to take a class. So I'll be doing that too. So you're right. You know, that's the whole thing is typing papers, man. I'd be up late at night. Not only that, then, and you guys know I'm teaching. So then I get up at 3:30 in the morning and start writing lesson plans for the day. And then when I come home, I'd be writing my papers for the college. And oh man, I get it. It was horrible, you know, but in the end of the day, what's going to happen? It's going to make you a better person. So whatever you're going to school for, Orvis found that out. I mean, he's an amazing person. He reached his milestones, his goals. And I'm so proud of the guy. I mean, and I met him once, but we've been friends on YouTube for a long, long time. And he's just an amazing person. At VAM, you guys, if you guys have never met Orvis, check him out. He's just a cool dude. He rides a Sportster. He'll ride that Sportster farther than most of you people will ride a touring bike. And it doesn't bother him. Okay, he has a young butt. Like, I got an old butt, but I'm just saying. Let's see here. Let's go back a little bit. It's better to take your car to a full-service shop for an oil change than a quick lube place. Full-service shop checks the brake pad. Yeah, we get that. In Pennsylvania, we have to have what's called a state inspection. So once a year, they check the brake pads, the lines, the fluids, all that blah, 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 blah. So during the year, every 3,000 miles I take it in, and I have all my oils changed at the quick lube shop. So now they also check your filters. They fill all your fluids up, stuff like that. So, but you're right. In Pennsylvania, we do have what's called a state inspection. So let's see here. Harley Day Rider, been riding but listening. I don't know where you're riding at already. So early in the morning. So brought it to ride. So far cost $1,000 a mile. VIP package dealer does all the maintenance. Ford sucks. Just saying. You guys might want to, I might have told you a story about, I'm going to tell you about my Ford because this is a story that I love to tell. So myself and Mrs. HDR went out. We wanted to buy a brand new car for her. So she found a Ford. I don't know what the hell it was. I don't know. A Ford, like a sedan. Okay. Loved the car. Ran great. Beautiful. Now this was many, many years down the road. This is 4 cars ago. Now we're a Honda CRV family, but 4 cars ago. So there's this little plastic clip on the gas tank, right? Where your gas lid would shut. Well, the gas lid would just fly open. You begin to bang, 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 banging on the back of the car, right? So I said, hey, I called Ford. Well, I called the dealer. Hey, my gas lid is flapping. I want to bring it right down, sir. We know you just bought this brand new car down here. We had it maybe, 6 months. Bring it down, sir. Took it down. They looked at it and they go, I don't know if we can fix that. It's going to be $200 out of my pocket. I said, for a plastic clip, are you out of your mind? Did you hire engineers from Harley Davidson? Because they can't get their plastic clips in their vents to close, so they take them out. So why don't you just take the gas cap off and throw it away? But it was the lid, right, that shuts against your body, so it looks nice. Now, we bought an extended 5-year warranty, bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper. So I thought, be careful of a 5-year extended warranty. This is what happened. So, just saying, this is how that went down. So he brought the car home. Well, we have a family member that worked in Ohio at the Ford manufacturing plant. He was a bigwig. He was like 4 down from the CEO. We called him up. Hey, my friend, I'm having trouble here with my car. You said we should be a Ford family because we have a family member that works for Ford. And yeah. What's wrong? Man, this gas cap. They want to pay $200. Well, you have an extended warranty? Absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. Let me call across the hall. This guy called back. He said, sir. I said, yeah. He goes, that particular part, that plastic clip that's going to cost you $100 and $100 labor to get it put on is not covered by your extended warranty. I said, why is that? He goes, because your extended warranty is bumper to bumper. I said, where in the hell is that gas cap at? It's on the fender. He goes, exactly. If it would be behind the license plate like the old ones, it would be on the bumper, but it's on the side, so we don't cover that. So the very next week, and this is no lie. Good morning, Bronco Ride. I seen you pop in there. The very next week, we take our car and we said, fine. We go to the Honda dealer. My wife always wanted a CRV anyway, so good time to go looking. 6 months after buying a brand new Ford, go to CRV dealer and say, look, this is our predicament. CRV dealer looks at the Honda dealer and goes, you know what, if you guys want to buy a new CRV today, he said, we'll go ahead and we'll just pay that car off. Like, we didn't lose any money at all. And here's the kicker. We got more money back. He said, by the way, I'm sending a letter to Ford. They have to reimburse you what you already paid for that 5-year extended warranty. So Ford lost all the money for a car because it was through the Ford finance, right? So they lost all that money. And they lost the extended warranty money because they wouldn't fix a $200 gas cap. So I used to be a Ford guy. We had a Ford car and truck. Now I despise them and I hate Ford company. I think they're a horrible, horrible company just because of that experience alone, right? One experience. Talked to Bob about Harley dealers that he went to one dealer with his checkbook and they didn't want to make a deal. So he went to the other one. They said, give me the check and they take care of you. So but it's not the dealers. I went through the Ford Motor Company, and they basically said, "Screw off. We already got your money." I was like, got you back." So, anyway, go back through some of this. A Taurus, Ford Tauruses are nice cars. Again, I'm not a Ford guy anymore. A plastic kit will be $100 at the HD dealer. You are so right. Bronco Ride, you're stuck at work. Tell them it's Saturday. Tell them CEOs don't work on Saturdays and Sundays. Get out of there. Go riding. If you haven't seen Bronco Ride's new video yet, he was out with his lovely mother, and she's only, I'm going to tell you, you know what? I'm going to tell you how old his mother is, and you're going to go watch the video, and you're going to comment to HDR and say you lied or you told the truth. His mother is 62 years old. His mom is 62 years old. Remember I said that. You're going to watch his video right after the show, and you're going to comment and say, HDR, you're either telling the truth or I was lying. So watch it right after this show. Let's see. I don't know how Rogue Glide Andy's riding his motorcycle and typing. This is really cool. Just to touch on labor rates, dealers have to pay the tech. However, they also have a lot of overhead. That has to be covered too. Also paying for knowledge and experience. Most of these techs will find, I've seen signs at McDonald's down our road here. They're paying $20 an hour to flip burgers. I don't know. McDonald's might not have any overhead. I get it, guys. People have overhead. I ran businesses for years. Bronco Ride said stupid. The first dealer lost out. That sucks because the dealer could fix. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The dealer could have fixed that and had it because I was up to buy a brand new, and I was a Ford F-150 guy. Now, I did talk about this electric vehicle a little bit ago, and I'm just intrigued by it. But now I am basically a Ram guy. I love Ram tough trucks. I think they're the best on the market. Hands down. You can't buy a better truck than a Ram. Ford has the market, though. Man, Ford has the big market share out there. So I'm just saying. 1906, bought a new Ford Cobra Mustang right after driving it. See, look at this. Here's a story about Ford. The oil level was below low, and after several hours sitting, it was above full. Ford said that's normal. Last Ford I bought. Yeah, when people tell you something's normal and you know it's BS. Let's see. Dealer offered me $22,000 for my bike with $32,000, so not losing that much. Just touching on something that you discussed already. Oh, yeah, Andy, because Anthony, I told you, Rogue Glide Andy here is the one that has like 36,000 miles on his 2019. So if they're giving you $22,000 today, take it, because next week they're going to tell you get 20. So buy the new motorcycle today. It's only $32,000. I mean, what is that? Couple 8 years of payments. Go for it. Just going through some of these here. I know we talked a lot. Don't worry if I go off on a tangent. Most people know me by now and know that I go on tangent. I go on such tangents on these shows that people that do other live streams will not call me for an interview because they don't know what I'm going to say. And that's pretty bad. They want to control the atmosphere, right? So watch the Fireside Chat with the boys sometimes. I get emails from that for months like, that was so funny. You said this or you said that or you went off on a tangent. But it makes me very unmarketable for the other shows out there. Like they don't want to get me on because they're scared to death of what I might say to them. So, hey, freedom of speech is a good thing, right? So, yeah. And Judy said she's always loved her F-150s. The dealerships down here in Oklahoma are starving for used bikes right now. Our dealerships are starving also up here for used bikes. Andy said he can't afford it at this time. Viper 6 says HDR tangent. Yeah, Viper. Sometimes I go off on a little tangent, And Mrs. HDR would tell me that. She goes, when did you start being such an ass? And I said, probably at the age of 55. You just get to that point, and I said something at a family function last week. I can't reveal what that was. And she said, well, you shouldn't have said it that way. I said, and why do people get so offended if you tell them the truth? If something's truthful and you say something to somebody, why do they get offended? Oh, you should make it butter. No, I don't give participation trophies to anybody. If you're not a winner, then you're a loser. That's just the way life is. We talked about that a few weeks ago. So, but yeah, I don't believe in participation trophies. And when I talk to people, if you don't want to talk to me, then don't bother, because you might hear something really bad. Or, oh, he hurt my feelings. I don't have feelings anymore. They're gone. My feelings have been gone since I got out of the military. The military teaches you not to have any feelings. So, Anthony said to plug the giveaway. He just texted me. Look, I'm going to show you guys something. This is cool because this is how I get stuff when I'm on these shows. Check it out. Can you see that? Let's focus it. Focus it. It says plug the giveaway. So, so here you go. I'm going to plug the giveaway. So Roguelite Andy is working with Zero 3D. He's a new YouTuber. He's fairly new on the block, but he did such an impressive install of this phone mount. And I called him and I said, Roguelite Andy, I said, your phone mount was a really in-depth install, but it kind of sucked. He said, why did it suck? I said, it's just like, 39 minutes long or 20, whatever, 20. I might be exaggerating. But he said, I wanted to get in great detail. And I said, no. You get 11 minutes on YouTube, maybe 9. And you have to roll that into there a lot. Roll it really tightly into that 9 minutes. But I wanted to do a good, no. Roguelite Andy, you're screwing up. And I tell people this. So if you ever want me to help you be a YouTuber or want my opinion, take the good with the bad. So anyway, he put it up. Okay. It got, I don't know, a couple thousand views. And it turns out that Zero 3D finds out and sends him a mount to give away. They're like, that was such a great install video. We're probably going to use that on our channel. I was like, he was right. I was wrong. See, I can't always be right, and I'm not always right. I'm only right about 8% of the time. So I tell my kids that in class. I said, guys, I'm not always right. You just have to believe that I'm right because I'm the teacher, but I'm not always right. Anyway, so if you go over to his channel and subscribe, okay, he has to get a subscription. So when he hits 100 subscribers, he's going to do one of those massive giveaways we do, right? Like, remember a few years ago when I gave away the $10,000 cashier's check? And, I did that massive giveaway. So what we do is we get comments on a video and, wait, you did a giveaway of 10,000? Oh, no, that was a lie. Anyway, I have given stuff away many times, but you guys will comment. He'll have, if you're a subscriber and he has 100 subscribers, he's going to give you this Zero 3D mount from Zero. So, and it's one of the ones that drop in charger, so you don't have to plug your phone in. It's super cool. I tried to get it from him. I'm like, please. And he's like, no, I can't give it to you. And I said, why? He said, because you said my videos suck. And I said, thank you. Oh, I tell you what, these people, these young guys. All right. Anyway, people on here want to hear what they want to hear. Stay true to yourself. Feelings are for nerds. That's pretty funny. Buy the whim so you can text while you're speaking into the mic. HDR got me doing YouTube. I'm so grateful. Bob Nelson, thank you very much. I'm glad I got you into YouTube. YouTube is it's fun for a community thing. And I called Bob last night. I'm very transparent with all you folks because I feel this group that comes here on Saturday mornings is probably my closest friends on YouTube. Where if I would meet you, I would buy you a drink. You know, I would even buy you guys dinner or something. But you guys are my closest people to me because you're here every Saturday morning. Chip Still Rider, good morning to you. I didn't catch you in there a little bit earlier. But I told Bob that YouTube is a very, very nasty thing. And when I first started on YouTube in 2015, you could post a video and in a couple hours, you'd have like 3,000 or 4,000 views on it, you know? And nowadays, because YouTube comes up with these stupid, ridiculous, rebelling analytic things that they do, you know, it has to be a certain hit. It has to have a certain word in the title. You have to have a certain picture on your thumbnail. If you have a picture of yourself, you'll get a lot more views. That's bullshit because my video yesterday, I have my picture on it and it's not getting a lot of views. So that's a lie. It's just stupid stuff. You know, your thumbnail has to be bright. You have to use yellow letters. You have to have so many keywords. You have to have so many sentences within your description. And I don't have time to do that. I mean, we talked a little bit about time, right? My time, I'd rather spend out riding the bike or changing the oil in the garage, not figuring out an analytic for a YouTube video. And I know Bob will call him. Bob will say, look, it took me, a day and a half to name that video. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that, but so my videos, you're going to see them going back up the way they used to. I would take a screenshot off of my videos, what I used to do. I didn't do thumbnails and all that. And I'll write a little title on it, and you'll see the title under. It'll be like Jack riding his Harley, So I'm going back to that, back to my roots. I did a lot better on YouTube with that and getting away from that analytics. If you guys, and watch, what's her name? Robin, the lady biker the other day. She talked about that. Guys, don't get involved with analytics. Bob and Colin taught me that, and it's probably the worst thing that my friends have ever done to me. It's almost like them shooting. I would have to compare it to somebody like them giving me a hot shot. Did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy? Like they shot heroin in my arm or something. It got me addicted. And like I lose sleep over it. I can't eat some days because I'm worried about how many views I got. I'm irritable. I'm mean to Mrs. HDR. If a video doesn't do well, I'm done. I'm done with all that. So if you watch my videos, fine. If you don't, I don't care anymore. I'm just at that point. So I just want to put that out there. But anybody, and once you get monetized, listen to Robin Lady Biker. $4 is not worth you losing sleep over, right? It's just not. So I'm putting that out there to you. Roguelite Andy said he's going to be buying me dinner soon. Well, thanks, buddy. Take me down, get me a bologna sandwich. Trying to stay around 10 minutes. Just getting YouTube, sir. Yeah, Guns and Rides. That's good. 9 or 10 minutes is a good video, man. But again, don't get caught up in it all. Just don't. I mean, I find myself either drinking more, sleeping less, or being a real ass because of watching analytics. And I don't even care. I don't care if I make $30 a month or $50. I have a job. I get paid real money for going to work. So I don't need YouTube for that. This is why I have YouTube, guys, is for you, for everybody here. I just wanted to put that out there. Be very, 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 very careful. I just want to bring this one up here. First vid I saw of HDR was one with his wife in a mall in Cleveland. And it felt immediate connection to you guys. I've been following ever since. Thanks for doing YouTube. Ed, biker stuff. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that. And it's that stuff. That stuff keeps me going. Answering comments, right? Listening to you guys, seeing it. And like Robin said, if a video has 5 views and 5 people commented and interacted with me, some guy that lives in, Burgestown, Pennsylvania, in a little backwoods town, and you're like, hey, dude, I kind of liked your stuff. I kind of think your motorcycle is cool. Right now, I'm on a quest, and I'm looking for all the new moto vloggers. I'm trying to help out everybody. And I'm also on a quest is I watch a lot of the new stuff. If you have 20 subscribers, 50, I like watching that stuff. I don't care if you have 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, they'll be just fine without my view. You lower guys, you need the views, and I'm there, and I'm promoting everybody. So anyway, that is my rant for this morning. Thanks everybody so much. Poor Bodine. Just threw him under the bus. I did not throw Bodine under the bus. Look, I just said that's what he told me. So we're brothers. We get along very, very well. But he's an analytic guy, and Colin is too. They're businessmen, right? They're like I just looked at my stocks the other day. Bless the stock market. And I went down and told Miss HDR a stock that I paid, $18 for is now worth $337 a share. I don't know how that happened. I've never watched it. I'm not an analytics guy. So anyway, I'm going to bring out one more here from Toby, HDR's Cleveland Mall video call. I really don't know how far back that was in Cleveland. Oh, you know when that was. You know when that was, Harley 103. I know when that was. That was at the Progressive Motorcycle Show. So look for anything on my channel called Progressive Motorcycle Show. And you'll find out. That's when we were at that Cleveland Mall up there. So just bring this last one up here, and then I got to go. Focus not so much on your channel analytics, but more on the content creators for topic ideas, editing hacks, improving your production. Depends on what your goal is for your channel. And I think you're exactly right, Toby. It depends on what that goal is. If you want to be a billionaire, work very, very hard at it, right? If that's your forte. But Anthony called me yesterday and he said, hey, that video you put up about you getting lost on GPS, man, that was kind of a rookie mistake. You just click, you can hear that camera, and that happens, guys. Edit it out. It says recording. And you hear that on so many people's videos because they're using the Senna 10C Evo or 10C Pro. It says recording. And you're supposed to cut that out. I said, dude, that came right out of the camera. Never touched an editor. So go watch that video and let me know how I did. No editing. Pure me. And don't watch it if you have a weak heart or if you get offended easily, because there might be a couple curse words in it. Maybe 300 or 400. So be very, very careful of that video. But I had to post it. Bob and Colin told me that it needed to go up. Again, never threw Bob or Colin under the bus. I'm just telling you, they're businessmen. They love analytics. I can't keep losing sleep and drinking a ton of alcohol and getting hooked on whiskey. And I can't, be mean and nasty to Mrs. HDR all the time because I'm going to go through a divorce because I got 5 views and other people are getting thousands. I don't care anymore. So, but I hope you keep coming back every Saturday. This is the most important thing of my life. This and the fireside chat with the boys is tomorrow night. We actually have a real, I think, Colin can maybe tell you, we have a real biker guy on there. And I can't say any more than that. Not that you guys aren't real biker guys, but he's like one of those less than 99% biker guys. So check that out tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Colin's channel. Thanks again for everybody. Thanks for allowing me to vent, share my beliefs, and hopefully next Saturday we'll have more to discuss. But, you know what? Next Saturday is going to be marginal. Remember that a lot of us are in VAM. We'll be at VAM 21. So if I can do the show, I will. If not, maybe I'll do a live stream from my phone or something like that. So we'll see how that works out. But it's not going to be here from the beautiful HDR Custom Dynamic Studio in southwestern Pennsylvania. Remember, Roger and Ride. Be safe out there. I'll see everybody next Saturday. Take care. And hopefully I'll meet over half of you at VAM. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.